Costing is a fundamental management accounting activity that enables organizations to measure resource consumption, evaluate profitability, and support decision-making. However, costing approaches vary significantly depending on the nature of the organization, its products or services, and the characteristics of the cost objects being measured. A cost object is anything for which costs are accumulated and analyzed, including products, services, customers, projects, departments, activities, or locations. The program framework emphasizes that management accountants must understand how costing concepts apply across different organizational settings and increasingly digital business environments. Selecting appropriate costing methods ensures accurate cost measurement, effective control, and improved organizational performance. Different types of organizations require different costing systems because their operations, outputs, and cost structures vary considerably. Manufacturing organizations typically focus on products as their primary cost objects and use methods such as job costing, batch costing, process costing, or activity-based costing. Service organizations often measure costs associated with customers, contracts, transactions, or service activities rather than physical products. Public sector and not-for-profit organizations may focus on programs, projects, or services delivered to stakeholders. Regardless of the sector, the objective remains the same: to identify resource consumption accurately and allocate costs appropriately to support planning, control, and decision-making. Organizations producing customized products or services frequently use specific order costing methods. Job costing accumulates costs separately for each customer order, contract, or project, making it suitable for industries such as consulting, construction, legal services, engineering, and specialized manufacturing. Each job becomes a distinct cost object with separately traceable direct materials, labor, and allocated overheads. Batch costing applies similar principles but groups costs by batches of similar products rather than individual orders. These methods provide detailed cost information that supports pricing decisions, contract evaluation, profitability analysis, and performance measurement within customized production environments. Organizations engaged in continuous production typically apply process costing methods. Industries such as food processing, chemicals, beverages, pharmaceuticals, and utilities produce large quantities of similar units through standardized processes. Costs are accumulated across production processes and averaged over the units produced to determine a cost per unit. Process costing may involve joint products, where multiple outputs emerge from a common production process before being separated at a split-off point. Management accountants must allocate joint costs appropriately to individual products because different allocation methods can influence inventory valuation, profitability measurement, and management decisions. As organizations become more complex, traditional costing methods may not provide sufficiently accurate information. Activity-based costing, ABC, addresses this challenge by assigning indirect costs to activities and then tracing those costs to cost objects using cost drivers. ABC is particularly useful when overheads represent a significant proportion of total costs or when organizations offer diverse products and services. Instead of relying solely on production volume measures, ABC recognizes that activities such as purchasing, quality inspections, scheduling, and customer support consume resources. This approach improves costing accuracy and enables managers to identify profitability differences among products, customers, and business processes. The emergence of digital business models has expanded the concept of cost objects beyond traditional products and services. Digital cost objects may include software applications, digital platforms, online services, websites, subscriptions, digital transactions, customers, user groups, or data-driven activities. Unlike traditional products, many digital offerings have high development costs but very low marginal costs for additional users. Consequently, conventional costing methods may not fully capture economic realities. Management accountants must therefore develop costing systems that identify and measure the resources consumed by digital products, platforms, and customer interactions in increasingly technology-driven environments. Digital costing systems provide powerful tools for managing digital cost objects. These systems collect real-time information from suppliers, customers, operational systems, and marketplaces, allowing organizations to calculate costs with greater precision. Modern digital costing can determine costs per customer, transaction, location, service channel, or digital product. Advanced analytics identify cost drivers, monitor resource utilization, and support dynamic pricing strategies. Digital costing systems also improve understanding of semi-variable and indirect costs, enabling organizations to make more informed decisions regarding product development, customer profitability, service delivery, and operational efficiency. The result is more accurate and actionable management information. In conclusion, costing concepts must be adapted to the specific characteristics of different organizations and cost objects. Manufacturing, service, public sector, and digital organizations each require tailored costing approaches that reflect their operational realities. Traditional methods such as job costing, batch costing, process costing, and absorption costing remain important, while activity-based costing provides greater accuracy in complex environments. As digital business models continue to expand, management accountants must increasingly apply costing techniques to digital cost objects such as platforms, applications, transactions, and customers. Effective costing supports decision-making, profitability analysis, cost control, and value creation across both traditional and digital organizational settings.